So here's another video where I want to emphasize why it's so important to have a good Bible translation like the Devar Bible translation, where I'm going to talk about John 1:1 specifically. Let's consider it in the King James translation. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now notice these definite articles, there's 1, 2, 3. Where here's the text from the Textus Receptus. So in the beginning was the Word. There's your article. Here's your next one. And the Word, right there, the Word was, it says with God. This is one problem, but let's stick to the articles, with God. So notice here is God, and there is another article here. So here's your preposition, which they've translated with, and then God. They skipped. They left this article out of the text, which is the. It's in a different case. That's why it's like this and not like this. This is important. This is an important concept in this verse where they've just left this article out. Yeah, why? Why do they do this? So here's the verse in the Devar Bible translation. In the origin was the Word, and the Word was toward the God, where they include the article here. Now, this article here before the word, the Word, is in the nominative case, which is the subject of the verse. However, this article, which they leave out, is in the accusative case. And this is the direct object of the verb, was. So this shows us that the Word is not the God here. The Word before becoming flesh is Jesus Christ, the Son of God. So the Son of God before becoming flesh in verse 14 is the Son, the Word, where the God here is the Father. Which now let's talk about this preposition here, which is pros, which doesn't mean with the God, it means to or toward, with a view to. Here on the preposition outline, we see pros governs 3 cases: genitive, dative, and accusative, where in John 1:1 it's in the accusative and denotes to or toward, with the meaning of with a view toward something, to something. That's why they translate it to and then the WARD in italics. It's because of the accusative case. This should not be translated with. There's other prepositions that govern with. This preposition governs to or toward. So the direct object is the God, which the Word is toward. The point being is that this verse shows us that this is referring to the Son, the Word, and the God, the Father. And the writer is actually quoting Genesis 1:1. He's referring to in the origin of Genesis 1:1, where in the origin, Elohim here is also plural. The word Elohim in all of its occurrences in the Hebrew text is always plural. Where when we come to Genesis chapter 2, verse 4, we see the tetragrammaton Yahweh in conjunction with the word Elohim. Yahweh, Elohim. A representation of both the Father and the Son relationship. Okay, so this is how we have to understand the Word and the God in John 1:1, where this definite article in the accusative case is paramount. It's important, where all other translations have left this out. And if you search the definite article Strong's number, which is G3588, you see here it only says total 543 times. However, the article the occurs over 21,000 times in the Greek text alone, which the Devar translation includes, as you see here, okay? Matthew 1, Abraham let become the Isaac, the Jacob, the Judah, the brothers, etc., etc., where if we go look at this verse in the King James, well, they took the liberty just to exclude all of them. But again, here they are. They're in the text, the original text of the Word of God. Right there. There. Right there. Right here. Even in this interlinear view, they're not there. So again, this article, the, found 21,167 times, has been ignored in all of its occurrences except 543 in the King James Bible, which means that 20,624 articles present in the text have been ignored. Okay? And sometimes these articles don't play it as an important role in interpreting the Word of God. However, in John 1:1, it certainly does. Because again, the article here as well, in the accusative, governs the case, indicating the direct object or purpose of which the word is toward, which the word is in the nominative subject case. So again, this relationship here of the Word and the God is the Father-Son relationship. This was in the origin toward the God, the same the God here. Whereas always the information on how to get the Devar is on my video 090, where there are links in the comment section with passcode to download the free software for Mac, PC, and Android. Thanks for watching. God bless.